Hey guys, Mike O'Keefe here again. Episode 3 of Multiple Idiots, the podcast where I try and find a bunch of groomsmen to stand up with me so I don't look like a dumbass. We got Zach Peterson on the show this week. Great dude, funny dude. We laugh a lot. This is a very funny episode. Also a very deep episode. Very deep. Zach really opens up, and I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Please remember to rate and review on iTunes and Spotify and Stitcher and the tin can that I am saying this to you with a string. You guys know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. Let's get into it right now. Here we go. Everybody, we're back for another episode of Multiple Idiots, the podcast where I find groomsmen and then we find each other in matrimony.
In the dark.
In the dark. We find each other in the dark. Mm-hmm. It's like Marco Polo, but a podcast. With me today on this episode of Multiple Idiots, the greatest podcast in the history of NPR, is Zach Peterson.
Hey, how are you doing? I'm Zach Peterson.
That was Zach Peterson. Thank you so much, you guys. Mm-hmm. We'll see you next week. The Knife Man, another Best Night Ever co-producer. Great to have you. Let's get right into it. You're the first person I've had in here who has been married.
Yeah. I wasn't very good at it.
You were horrible at it.
Yeah, it only lasted a couple years, but I definitely did it.
It's a couple years. Listen, it was a couple years, but it certainly happened.
Yeah.
And you've got that damn scars to prove it.
Yeah.
So what was your wedding like, if you want to talk about it? If you don't,
I don't know. I'm fine with it.
It's been a hot second since
it's been about 3 or 4 years since I got the old divorce.
When you went through the big D.
Yeah. So that's a whole different thing.
I don't want to talk about that. That sounds depressing.
Okay. Well, I got a lot more vitriol on the back end than the front end was pretty fun.
Yeah. What was so fun about it?
We had an art museum at Joslin Art Museum in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
In a courtyard.
Where you're from?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Top shelf booze. My brother doing the DJ stuff.
That's the best shelf I find.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I was like, I want to get second to the bottom shelf, and my grandpa was like, "You're getting top shelf, and I'm paying for it." And I was like, "Tight, okay,
thanks, Papa."
Yeah, because my grandpa was just like, "I'm not drinking cheap whiskey."
Listen, you're getting married. I'm not drinking Kessler. That's not.
Yeah, Kessler, smooth as silk.
Ooh boy, ooh, that was
bad.
what we drank when I was in a hardcore band in high school. That's what we drank in the basement.
Oh man.
I think I had I sounded like a regular 16-year-old when we started the band. Mm-hmm. And then after 3 months of practicing before we played our first show, I sounded like late era Tom Waits.
Oh, sure.
Like it just went from 16 to
whiskey does that so quick.
16.
Yeah. Just like, I have an ashtray. Ash into my mouth.
Let me lay down and be your ashtray.
I have no feeling.
I have zero feelings. So you get, how old were you when you hitched up?
I was 26, 27.
Okay. I'm 28 now.
Yeah, well, that's a disappointment.
Oh my God. I turned 29 in a friggin' week.
Yeah.
And I went back home to Michigan last weekend, and everyone was like, 28. Not married. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I was like, I'm not gay. Well, it's totally like you guys are weird for getting married so young. So
I agree with that part.
Yeah.
The getting married so young. Because I was one of those people. I wasn't one of the first people married in my social group.
Yeah.
Although
of course you weren't. Yeah,
I was number 2 in the divorces. I came in second in the friend group.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
How many of
that's a silver medal
divorce? Did you say a solar panel?
Silver medal.
I think you said a solar panel.
It's a solar panel of metals.
You get a tax break if you put a solar panel on your house right now.
Yeah, you can charge your phone with a solar panel.
Oh my God, that's all I wanted.
Like the thing is, like you can, like I was looking into camping stuff because I always have these fantasies about going off the grid because it's a lot of panic about the world.
Yeah.
And so like
I've seen the news in the last 2 years.
We'll look a lot into solar panels.
Yeah,
and you can essentially run everything from a solar panel. You just keep on your dashboard. It's great. I mean, technology has really made it easy to get rid of all technology.
It's like, what is the sound of one hand clapping? A snake eating its own tail. I have a buddy that just went off the grid, Mark Roebuck, who you might know from
I've heard the name.
He's like a Hard Times guy. Yeah, he lives in a camper in Tucson now, and I'm like, that's oh man, that's
I get it.
You're on the worst. That's the worst part of the grid, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
I'm be in the fucking desert.
I don't want to be in the desert at all.
I don't like the desert.
I don't like the desert. I don't want it to be that hot, and then for me to not have a house. You know?
Yeah,
I need a house.
You gotta get air conditioning.
Air conditioning.
If like
a bath.
See, the Midwestern and Northern pests I can deal with.
Yeah.
Because what's the worst thing you got? You got a brown recluse? That's the worst thing you got.
Maybe.
Right?
A non-poisonous snake.
Yeah, but that's a nuisance.
Yeah.
That's not. But you go down to the desert, well, you got some real pests.
Scorpions.
Yep.
Tarantulas.
Rattlesnakes.
Oh, you don't like, I hate snakes, dude.
Yeah.
How do you feel about snakes?
I'm not a fan.
No one should be. They don't have legs and it's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, they're slithering. That's great podcasting, by the way, what I just did.
Yeah.
My snake
that was a slithering sound.
Yeah, just sounded like an old man taking a something.
Taking a pill.
Taking a pill. Do you think when you're older, do you think you're going to sneak pills into your food like people have to do for their dogs?
I already do. I just put pills in all my food. Like just pills I find on the ground on the bus.
Surprise.
Yeah, I'm like, now I can't urinate. That's okay. May have been that pill. And also, I may be scared.
Listen, I really enjoy that peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And my blood pressure is perfect right now.
I take a lot of supplements though. I'm a pill guy. Yeah,
really, you're a pill guy.
I started taking vitamin C, zinc, B12, fish oil.
Whoa,
something for my prostate.
Okay,
prostate health. It's sawdust, not sawdust. Like saw. It's a flower. It's all natural. And then like an allergy pill. Just because I'm going to be 37 in a month.
Okay.
All right. So I'm getting old.
Yeah.
So, but like since I started taking zinc and vitamin C, I have not gotten a cold.
Really?
And that was like 2 years ago.
God.
So,
how? Just from the zinc, you say?
I don't know what else.
Yeah.
Like that's the only change I've made. I don't work out. I don't. Like up until recently, I drank quite often.
Yeah.
I don't eat healthy. It's just like zinc and vitamin C. It's just preventative.
That's not a bad idea.
Just take it.
I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna be a pill guy.
Yeah, be a pill guy.
I'm already. I take a pill. I take 3 pills a day for my brain.
Yeah.
Why not take some for the rest of the machine?
I also do probiotic.
What's that? I don't even know what that is. I've been antibiotic for years.
Yeah, well, I'm probiotic now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
It's like there's the good antibodies.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. This is what I think. And they
we should tell people right now that you are not a doctor. You're a divorced 37-year-old comedian.
Yeah, last job I have was at an adult magazine.
Oh shit! But there's no way we're not going to talk about that.
Okay, I can't talk about it a lot.
Oh no, I know.
I can't mention the magazine. I can't mention the people that run the magazine.
Okay.
I signed an NDA.
And this is the most popular podcast in the world, so we're not going to get you in any trouble.
Yeah, I mean, like I have nothing negative to say.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of like I'm scared of legal stuff.
Yeah, and we're not going to say any names, but a traditionally litigious magazine.
Yeah.
Anyway, so these probiotics. What are you doing?
They just help you shit.
Oh, I love it.
They keep you regular.
That's why
they just help you digest.
I'll eat 2 salads a week just for that.
Wow. Congrats. That's wonderful.
Man. That's my version of that. I was like, listen, I've been eating these salads.
Yeah.
They're from Chili's. It's all dressing, but they're really helping me drop a deuce. That's all I can.
I also have some digestive health tea that I do every once in a while. Just really.
I had no idea, but I see you almost every week. I had no idea that for the rest of the week, that isn't the 3 hours we're at Gman. You're a weird little hippie out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I've had a very strange upbringing.
Yeah.
So it's a mixture of all those things.
Yeah. Well, like both your parents were not doctors, but like university professors.
No.
Okay.
My mother was a professor of social work and criminal justice.
Okay.
And was an activist growing up, peace activist. And then my father is a farmer. And also a member of the political action committee to make Iowa corn like more
top corn.
Yeah, the best corn.
Number one corn. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So like he was in Washington all the time. And like he was essentially
he was in the part of the very prestigious corn lobby.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Ethanol.
Yeah.
Corn and soybean. And like he'd vote and I think this is the funniest thing. He'd vote solely on a candidate's position on corn. Or someone's like, I don't like ethanol subsidies. And he's like, fuck you, John McCain. You know?
That's amazing. My parents, the opposite of just voted based on abortion forever.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Michigan's a terrible state now.
Because of your parents.
Yeah, because of John and Mary Ellen. The last episode, I think I talked for about 5 minutes about how dumb my mom is. She's a dumb lady. She's a dumb old bat.
Oh, that's mean.
She'll love this. She's just every time I say that, I just imagine her going, "Oh, he's thinking about me."
Okay,
and it's good enough for me. So you're 20. You said 27 when you got married.
Yeah.
Okay. Going into it. What was your? Because the premise of this whole podcast, I'm picking grooms people. We'll have girls on. Don't worry.
Sure.
How did you go about that? What was your setup? And do you still keep in touch with any of those people?
Like picking my groomsmen?
Yeah. Or are you still in contact with them? Or do you consider them cursed friends now that you're divorced?
No, they're still my best friends.
Great.
Like my best man is my brother / best friend. Long story about that. He's not my biological brother.
Okay.
He was my best friend. We met in 6th grade. He lived across the street from me, and he was my best friend.
Yeah.
And then he got in some trouble at his house and got kicked out of his house.
Hell yeah.
And he lived at my house, and then his parents sort of split town, and my mom adopted him.
Whoa.
To enroll him into high school.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, he essentially is my legal brother, and he has been since sophomore year of high school.
That's wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So he's my brother and he's my best friend, you know, and like sometimes I was really close to my brother. It's like, well, he's sort of, you know, he plays double duty on this.
Yeah.
But the best part is any family gathering, my best friend's there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's so much fun.
Man, that is a dream scenario for most 6th grade dudes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, hey, you know your best friend? Guess what? Every night's a sleepover now.
Yeah.
He's here forever.
He's now your brother. And the most boring parts and the most boring parts of being a family, the graduations and
all that
dinners
shit,
and all that shit.
Easter.
You're going to have your best friend there talking shit about, you know.
Oh, that's the greatest.
Whoever. Yeah.
And everyone in your like extended family just on board with this.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What a welcoming, great thing that your ma did.
Yeah.
Man, what a gift. What a gift.
Yeah. And I mean, he's everywhere in the family.
Yeah.
It's not like, well, he's not really. Like everyone's like, no, he's family. 100%.
That would, oh my God. I can't imagine that happening with my family.
Really?
If all of a sudden Justin Gowell was just like my brother, they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean he's your brother? No, he's my brother. No, he's not. Like that. Man, that's such a fucking great, that warms my heart.
And even his name's Francis. Francis has a daughter named Lux, which is she's now the baby of the family and everyone takes care of her and, you know.
That's great. That's how, listen, the standard traditional American family, it's gone.
It is.
Your best friend, that's your new brother. Only child. Sucks. It's terrible.
I bet.
I would have loved that.
Yeah.
Man, so that's great. So you got Francis up there. Who else is up there?
I got my Chris Kelly, Scott Hillebrand, Eric Brouillet, and Ian Douglas Terry.
Oh, I did see. Cool. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I love the names of people from high school because they're always stuff that you could never come up with.
Well, I didn't go to high school with any of these folks.
Never mind.
These were all hardcore bands. Hardcore bands, punk rock band,
dude.
Friends from the Cog Factory.
What's the Cog Factory?
The Cog Factory was the DIY art space where all of us met doing punk rock bands and stuff like that in Omaha. And it's sort of this legendary place in Omaha because that's where the Faint started, that's where Bright Eye started, that's where it was just like now it's a machine shop. It's been closed down since 2002, I think.
That's a bummer.
But it was like this big place in indie music for Omaha. And that was before the internet. So it was like if you wanted to see cool bands, you wanted to see bands on the rise, you just wanted to see a band, or like hear a new band for once in your goddamn life.
Yeah.
You go to the Cog Factory. And I was there probably 5-6 times a week.
That's awesome.
I helped work security at shows sometimes. And it was a really big part of my life from probably 98 to 2002.
Man, that's great. Mm-hmm. Omaha is one of those places I feel like that's low key cool.
Yeah.
Like Omaha has shit. People don't realize that like Sioux Falls, South Dakota is pretty legit. Like Fargo's cool.
Yeah.
Fargo has like this amazing metal scene.
Yeah.
And I don't even give a shit about metal. But just the fact that they're up there and doing it, I love that.
I think there's rad people everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of knowing how to tap into the cool parts of town.
100%. Yeah.
And that's why like as a touring comedian, like you and I, we know, like we talk to the locals, like where the fuck is the cool shit?
Where do we hang out?
You can't like, it's not going to be any brochure or whatever.
Not at all.
Yeah. It's going to be some weird taco truck next to like, some DIY fucking library where, people set shit on fire for fun. And like, this place is tight.
Yeah. Like our buddy Sammy Rachar is in my hometown of Detroit now. And he was like, why didn't you tell me Detroit was cool? And I was like, you were going to find it.
Sure.
Like you were just going to get there eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome.
I could go on for a long time about like Omaha punk rock culture and history. It's
please don't. I don't want
I don't care. But it's a fucking great town.
Listen, we are sending this podcast to the Omaha Board of Tourism. And I'm going to be the Omaha's greatest proponent that's never been there. I've never been. I don't want to go. It sounds lovely. I don't have the time.
Everyone falls in love with it once they go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
It's phenomenal. I'll talk to you about it later.
Fantastic. So for this, I need to ask you some questions. We're gonna get into the questions a little bit earlier than we have the last
fucking wild.
Let's get into it. Did you have a bachelor party?
Yeah.
What was that like?
We spent a weekend in the woods.
Yeah.
Drinking and doing drugs.
Hell yeah. What was your drug of choice back then?
It's just a fuckload of weed.
Yeah.
And then a fuckload of alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, like man. I don't stray very far from those two things.
I'm to the point now where it's just beer, weed, and mushrooms twice a year.
Yeah.
I'm a tailgate at a Bob Seger show. That is all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't even drink that like crazy alcohol. It's PBR, Miller Lite, Jameson's.
I normally am just a
Gatorade.
gin.
I like Gatorade.
Yeah. I don't drink Gatorade anymore. I'm like really trying to like cut down calories from my liquids, and now it's just fucking water. When I go to bars, soda water with lime.
Ooh.
It's nice.
Ooh, do you like the bubbles?
It ain't bad.
Oh
yeah.
Bubbles.
But yeah, it was in we there was a Mormon retreat going on.
Did you battle them?
Well, we made them move.
Oh, you made them move
because they thought they complained about us how we were too lewd and loud.
You're too lewd.
Yeah, and loud.
Why were you doing that was so lewd?
Drunk and yelling.
Yeah.
And
isn't that the funnest fucking shit though? Oh, it's so fun to yell.
Yeah, and it's it's a Saturday night.
Thing.
We're drunk and we're just, we're fucking 20-some-year-olds talking shit about each other.
Yeah.
And that's going to upset some Mormons. Which is,
let me tell you about Mormons. Not even a real religion. I just made all that shit up.
Well,
but I don't know if you guys know.
We got in trouble.
I'm pretty woke about Mormonism.
That's a whole
Catholic Church
thing.
never done anything wrong. Mormons, not even fucking real.
My grandfather, just a bigot. I mean, that's long and short of it. Not a good person. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, what is a good person? Do we really know anyone? But
boy, oh boy. What? Also, just to give you a little context, the Kavanaugh thing happened yesterday. Mm-hmm. So What a question to ask at this point in American history.
Like normally, like bigoted grandpas will go off on different races or, and he did. But the two groups.
What was his least favorite race?
The two groups that he would rail against the most were the Catholics and the Mormons.
Wow. Okay.
And like growing up, I was like, both these are very, very, like they're, supposed to be very, very bad.
Yeah.
And that's whatever. I can tell you why he hated Catholics, because his brother went and joined the church and convinced his mother to leave his father.
Ooh.
Because his father was an even worse person.
Oh, my God.
Convinced his mother to do the right thing, essentially.
Oh, yeah, what a jerk.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many people that used to hate the Catholic Church just because of the Pope. Like, that Pope, that guy's weird. Like when Kennedy was trying to get elected, back when I was in my my early 30s, when JFK was running, everyone was like, "Oh, you can't elect this Catholic. He's going to take orders from the Pope."
Yeah. Well, that's a big thing about the nationalism. Like they don't have allegiance to the United States. They have allegiance to the guy in the hat.
No,
that's like no one cares. No one. I mean, only Pope really. I like is the young Pope.
Oh,
he's so young.
You mean
Pope?
You mean fuck Pope?
Yeah.
God, it was
raw dog and Pope.
So hot. He drinks a Diet Coke in that first scene, and I thought in my head, man, I wish I was that Diet Coke. I want to be that Diet Coke.
I watched one episode of that thing. It was fucking terrible.
So bad.
So pretentious.
So fucking bad. HBO does that thing where like they'll give you 8 great ones, and then there's 2 like Young Pope, total shit. John from Cincinnati is one of the worst fucking shows ever made. It's so bad. And but they said something that I still say to this day, which is they're surfing and the guy has to poop, and he says, "I'm going to go dump out." The grossest shit.
Like there's a flap.
Yeah, like there's a flap. You're not wearing old-timey pajamas. Fucking so stupid. God, what a shitty show. But here... Right now, I would like for you to plan my bachelor party.
Your bachelor party?
You fucking pilled up freak.
All right. What I think that I got to think about what you're into. I think we're into similar things, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're a guy who likes the football.
The football.
You're an all-American boy. You listen to Tom Petty.
Man, can I be honest with you? Not a fan.
Not a fan of Tom Petty?
Not a Tom Petty guy. I'm sorry, and I'm sure I'm gonna get emails. He's got that voice. I'm not a fan of.
I like
from
his
Florida.
hits. Yeah.
So I'll give you that.
I like his hits, but I could never go to the deep cuts.
Refugee.
Every time I've tried,
is a great song.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is bands covering Tom Petty. I love that.
Sure.
I'm all for that. Tom Petty himself. He's got a weird fucking haircut.
Yeah, he's also very angry at a lot of things in modern culture, which makes me like him more.
Yeah.
Because you give me an angry old rock star like a Neil Young or Tom Petty. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I like to think of you as a young curmudgeon.
Yeah.
You're like a young curmudgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like this, I forget what big festival it was, like Lowlands or Glastonbury or something, and Petty had to follow Bruce Springsteen, our Lord and Savior. And someone tells Tom Petty before he goes up, he's like, when they're out there, they're not booing. They're saying Bruce. They're not booing. They're saying Bruce while you're up there. They're probably going to be saying that. And Tom Petty just goes, "What's the difference?" And I'm like, fuck you. No. Someone's trying to help you out.
I like it. That's a very mean thing to do.
It really is.
And that makes me like him more.
Yeah.
Like he's just some old fucking crotchety old piece of shit. That
happened when he was like 32.
Love it. Love it. I love that fucking disdain for existence.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It's like, God, I hate that they're going to be having fun. Oh.
Okay, if I was to plan a bachelor party for you, I would go to Michigan, first of all.
Okay.
And I would find
home state,
like a cabin near a lake.
Okay.
And we would use a lot of the recreational equipment while drunk.
Okay.
In irresponsible ways. Like the jet skis, it's like, well, we had too many beers and too many fucking pills to work this machinery. Listen. And we're going to be like, you know what? It's his bachelor party. We're going to take the motorboat into town,
The motorboat into town.
We're going to do beer bongs on the pontoon boat. Hope Sheriff Joe doesn't catch us with our britches down.
Oh, my, with our britches
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to get all hopped up on zinc and get a couple fucking natty lights in us. And we're going to do figure eights.
Yeah. We got some recovery smoothies. Yeah.
I love it. What you're describing is every time I go see my buddy Justin, he lives in Traverse City, which is like right. It's literally what we do every single time.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're going to drink all day and we're going to kayak poorly and it's going to be a nice time.
When people are like, you believe in God? I'm like, no, but I've been really high on a jet ski at dusk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's the closest fucking thing I'll come to that.
Jet skis are so tight.
They are.
People look down on them in the city. Fucking get on one, dude.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Or another thing that, like, I could see your bachelor party getting super drunk and kicked out of all the bars at the Dells.
I would love that. I have a show in the Dells coming up in December.
Yeah.
They have that new club up there. I'm very excited to go.
Yeah.
And the first thing I asked was, will I have water park access? I haven't been on a water slide in at least 10 years. I need to get back on that fucker, baby.
Yeah.
I need to get back. Also, my roller coasting pants have been out of use for a long time. I need to go on another roller coaster, Zach.
That makes sense. Now, are you going to go to House on the Rock?
What is that?
It's right outside the Dells, and and I've been there like 4 times. One of my favorite things in the world. This guy in the 50s decided that he wanted to be an artist, and so he moved to the mountains and made this weird art house. And then so many people started going and giving money to see that house that he put on 3 different warehouses where he made insane things. Like one is like a early 20th century Main Street, like a 1910 Main Street with a giant animatronic band at the end with all these like animatronic weird shits going on.
Okay.
And then another thing is the largest carousel in the world where all the horses are demons. And with all these crazy like angels and shit on the ceiling. Yeah. And then you go into the Devil's Mouth. And then there's another one where there's a life-size sculpture of a whale jumping through a ship.
Ooh.
And
God, I'd love to see that in real life.
Yeah. And then you go up 4 floors, which is all around the whale, and it's all Navy memorabilia. It's like it's a weird like art thing / dad's best time. Some like dad that's into like military history.
Yeah.
And there's a whole wing that's like dedicated to circus miniatures.
What are circus miniatures?
Like toy soldier circuses.
What a circus shit.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Castle of the Rock, it's called.
House on the Rock.
House on the Rock. I wrote something else. That's amazing. I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have what I like to call some edible marijuana.
I've done that in there. Yeah. And it's so fun. It's great.
God, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
That's very exciting.
One time I saw an old person fall down and hit their head open. That was another thing. That display's
House of the Rock.
Yeah, that display's not always there, but it's definitely was a highlight at one point.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take an edible. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna bring every banana. I'm gonna save up banana peels for 2 months.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna drop them all, and somebody's head splitting open, baby.
Get their ass.
Oh yeah.
Get their ass.
They're fucked. I'm gonna get them.
The final thing that you see when you walk out, because there's 3 different wings, and I always get the full tour, which is all 3 wings.
Yeah.
It's worth it. But the final thing is a full-size orchestra of animatronic people playing in a very herky-jerky motion, like some like fucking, like standard. And you can tell they're old.
Yeah.
So you can tell that like a lot of them are just like the faces fell off, so they put masks on.
Oh no!
Like there's Abraham Lincoln playing the cello. It's just like a bunch of weird stuff like that.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it's part like, and all the animatronic bands, because they have a lot of them. Half of them are out of tune.
Oh yeah,
and I love that shit so much.
Dude, animatronics have somehow been around since I don't know, like the 60s or 70s. Never gotten better.
No.
Just always.
Yeah.
like, oh man. Like, have you ever been to like Disney World Land?
A long time ago, yeah.
Did you go to the president
Hall
one?
of Museums?
The
Hall of Museums.
The Hall of Museums.
The Museum of Halls.
You go through and it's just the names of every great museum.
The Louvre.
Just so Smithsonian.
The
Awesome.
Getty. Oh. Museum of Modern Art. The MoMA.
The tickets for this park are $200. Well spent.
Have you been to the MoMA? No, but I saw its exhibits in the Hall of Museums.
The Hall of Museums. But what I remember being a kid and that Abraham Lincoln in the Hall of Presidents fucking freaked me out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so terrifying. That and like the pirates on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
They the last time I went, which was 6 years ago, they made one that looks like Johnny Depp because he was in the movies.
Oh no!
And it's so terrifying.
Oh boy!
Oh my! It's a fucking nightmare factory.
One of my favorite things, and favorite aesthetics, is the bad animatronic like traveling shows. Like, you know, the bad animatronics, say a haunted house.
Yeah.
That's in a carnival.
Okay.
Like, so those are fucked up.
You go to the county fair. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's so, big fan.
There's a pumpkin patch like an hour outside of Chicago. Last pumpkin patch I went to. And there's.
Wait, hold it right there.
Yeah.
Are you a pumpkin patch guy?
I'm a big pumpkin patch guy. Oh, yeah, it's
all right,
fucking
Charlie
right.
Brown. Fucking.
And also
story.
like the edibles. Like
big pumpkin
I'll take some edibles. I'll go to a pumpkin patch, and what it is, it's very wholesome.
Aaron, our producer, furiously agree.
Yeah,
just
go.
Broke his neck nodding up and down to edibles at the pumpkin patch.
How about you give it a shot this year?
I'll tell you what,
it's the season.
I think you're 100% right.
Yeah,
because if you guys are so just emphatically into this. I think I gotta drop a bean.
Okay,
and head to the patch, baby.
let me paint this picture for you.
Okay,
all right. Fall, crisp air.
I'm gonna
nighttime.
I'm gonna close my eyes so I'm like there in my head.
Okay, it's fall, crisp, air, nighttime.
Okay,
you're in a dark place because there's no street lights because it's fields, but there's also a very warm barn with accoutrement around.
A dark place, literally or mentally?
Literally, because you're in a field essentially. There's no city lights and there's not a lot of light pollution, so the stars are shining, right?
Yeah.
And you go in. What do you smell? You smell autumn. You smell pumpkin. You smell funnel cakes. You smell turkey legs. Maybe you smell some livestock because there's going to be some livestock there. But, because there's a petting zoo a lot of the time.
Yeah. Goats and
my girlfriend wants to go to one where they know that there's a petting zoo with tiny pigs.
Ooh.
Yeah. So man, it's like, we got to go to that one. I'm like, okay, we can go.
The tiny pig is a delight.
But then go through a fucking corn maze.
Yeah.
And then after that, you have a big ass turkey leg.
Oh, yeah.
And then you grab a pumpkin. To go put on your gourd stoop or whatever. and what a nice night. Maybe have some toffee or some shit. I don't know, what else does there do? There's always a haunted house. Sometimes
a haunted house. Yeah.
Sometimes there's a haunted hayrack ride, which is phenomenal.
Oh, they're great. I don't think it was a pumpkin patch. I think it was just a haunted maze. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, there was cider and donuts or whatever.
Yeah.
The last one I went to, I found out it got shut down because there was a guy with a chainsaw at some part of it, and he fucked up and actually turned the chainsaw on and sawed off his own finger.
They're supposed to take the chain off.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're supposed to do. Not in Ypsilanti, Michigan.
What a ding dong. He's like, I need this for my regular saw.
For my regular. I have actual. What do you think I do the other 9 months of the damn year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't.
So stupid.
I can't stress enough how great a pumpkin patch is.
I love it.
It's a fall festival, my dog.
I tell you what, I'm in. I tell you what, as great as this as Lake Debauchery sounds for my bachelor party, no sir, we're going to the patch.
Yeah,
we're going to the patch.
Wear a nice sweater for once in your goddamn life, Mike.
Listen, I only have so many Bouncing Souls shirts. I need to get this fucking sweater. I love it. The pumpkin patch. Mm-hmm. Okay. Which brings me to my next question I have for you.
Sure.
Great segue. You got to hold on to this ring for me. Where do you put it in your home? Where's your secret hiding place for rings?
Okay, when you buy a ring,
for whatever reason, you need to hold on to this for like a month before the wedding. I don't know why.
I kept it in my car.
You just kept it in your car? Mm-hmm. Fuck, that's terrifying. We live in Chicago. There's people out there who want to get into the car.
I didn't live in Chicago at the time.
I know, but we do now. I can't do that.
Or I kept it at my mom's house.
Okay, I would have.
I don't know. I'm like,
whatever. Have Francis hold on to it just for a little bit?
No, Francis ain't touching that fucking ring.
Francis is gonna pawn it.
No, it's I forget. I don't remember. Yeah. I'm a good hider. I'm good at hiding stuff.
Where would you hide my ring though?
You have some coats or suit jackets you don't really wear a lot.
Okay.
Put in the pocket of one of those in your closet.
Perfect.
Why would anyone go through your clothes in your closet?
Because they're a freak.
Well. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, maybe something that you do wear every once in a while they're not going to get rid of.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. I hate charity and the idea of it, so I would never send anything.
Mm-hmm. Put it in your Ziggy Ansah jersey.
Oof. As of this recording, the Detroit Lions are 1-3, and I still hate them. I hate them. It is like 3 hours every Sunday that I have to dedicate to just knowing I'm going to be let down. Mm-hmm. It's so bad. And on Saturdays now too, because Michigan State's going to be shitty again.
Well,
they can edit all that out. That's great though. I think that's a good idea. I think is that where you hide things, tiny things?
Jeez, I live alone and answer to no one, Mike.
You do have when you're 25 and you're like, man, once I get my own place, it's going to be awesome. And then you have that apartment now. It's pretty great.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Nothing but records and movies.
Closet full of DVDs.
Yeah.
It's great, man. What else you have an original Xbox?
Yeah.
Who has that?
Me, because I'm playing Tony Hawk 3.
I had Tony Hawk 2X when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
Which was all the levels from Tony Hawk 1 and 2.
That's good.
It was on the Xbox. It was one of my favorite things.
Maybe I should grab that.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Because I just went to the CDs exchanges and I got Fable and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
That's like one of the best Star Wars games.
Yeah. I
tell you what you shouldn't get is NFL Fever.
I won't.
Don't get it. It's bad.
I play Madden on my Xbox One.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm good. There. I'm good. I just wanted to get that old Xbox. I like it.
Oh, it's nice. That big, bulky, that controller is like holding a couple of hams.
You hold a lot of hams, Mike?
Oh, man. Every time I'm going to the grocery store, I go down to the Jewel Oscos and I go, point me to your hams
I got to hold them.
I've got to hold them. And they're like, okay.
I got a perfect new podcast for you. Holding Hams.
Oh, Holding Hams. First guest, John Hamm. Second guest,
it's recorded.
His wife.
It's recorded on location in Hamtramck, Michigan.
Hamtramck. That was so close, but I appreciate that.
Hamtram. That's how I get the Hamtramck. I take the Hamtram.
It's fitting that you do because the actual public transit system in Detroit just as stupid. It is the fucking monorail. It's dumb. Anyway, what if we're at the ceremony, we're all up there, we're in our tuxes, we're looking pretty boss. What if one of my family members, I got a lot of them, and a lot of them are dumb because they're related to my mom. What are you going to do? She's a dumb old lady. One of them stands up and tries to object. The grandpa from The Simpsons is my uncle. What are you going to do to shut these fuckers down? These Ponkies and O'Keefes. It's my mom's maiden name.
It's my This is my responsibility?
Yes.
Why?
Because I've elected you head of security for the paradigm of this question.
You know, if you ask me, like, is that going to be head of security? I'd say, no, I don't. I don't want to be that because I'm not good at confrontation. And I usually just walk away from things.
Gonna ruin my big day.
It's not me ruining your big day. It's this guy. I'd say, hey, Grandpa.
Oh, well, do you want to role play it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Let me get into character. All right, I'm Mike's grandpa.
All right,
both of my grandpas died before I was born. I'm someone's grandpa.
Well, that
talk like this. Yeah.
If you're at the wedding and you're one of Mike's grandpas, that's a whole big deal in itself.
All right, follow-up question. What are you going to do if my wedding gets haunted by ghost grandpas?
Then I'm just going to go, this is a pretty good wedding.
This is tight as fuck.
This is a fun wedding.
This is exactly what I wanted it to be.
Party favors are possessed board games.
And we're drinking Crystal Pepsi. They brought that with them. That's what ghosts drink. Soft drinks that aren't around. Okay, so let's role play this. I'm a weird old uncle. I'm old.
Okay.
I'm an uncle. Wedding's happening. Do you?
Hey, uncle.
Hey.
Shut up.
What?
Shut up.
What? I don't want to though.
I wanna.
Oh no. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna push you real good. I'm gonna push you to the ground.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've been taking a lot of zinc and B12.
Well, I've been taking it for years, Grandpa.
Oh no.
I'm gonna come up there. I'm gonna shove my finger in your chest.
Oh no.
And I'm be like, look at this.
Chest.
Can you fucking believe what I'm doing? I'm big and strong.
Oh no. I have one of those weird chests that are inward.
I have one of them too.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but
do you really?
Yeah, I'm a farm guy.
Let's take our shirts off.
All right, let's go outside, take our shirts off, and we're gonna cover each other in leaves.
All right, sounds good.
It's the fall. It's nice.
Hey, you seem like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, you want to go to the pumpkin patch?
Oh, I love the pumpkin patch.
Want to share a turkey leg like Lady and the Tramp?
Yeah, like Lady and the Tramp.
Like we'll both start on one side of the bone, and we'll both get the middle of the bone.
Yeah,
and then
our bones are going to be touching. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And they'll just make out with dogs in an alley.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
All right,
you're cool.
Saved your wedding, Mike.
All right. Hey, good luck with the wedding. Me and my new friend gotta go make out.
Easy.
That's so good. That's fantastic. Oh, this is number 3, so we're still kind of learning how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I think the role play. I think that's gonna be it. Yeah. I'll bring back my classic character. This guy. Hey, what are you doing up there?
The guy who doesn't want to see Mike happy at all.
No. You guys are just going to get divorced like my new best friend that I make out with.
Don't make the same mistakes I did.
We don't have to talk about this, but I am genuinely interested.
Yeah.
What was, I don't want to ask that.
Just fucking ask me, dog.
What was the breaking point? What was the breaking point? What made you make the decision to go through the big D? Because shit happens in every relationship. And you obviously loved this person. I love Mal. We fight sometimes.
Yeah.
But just regular breaking up seems so involved.
Yeah.
But like a legal breakup.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you the long and short of it.
Okay.
I'm not going to be I want to be pretty fair in this.
Okay.
I do still have a lot of resentment and anger towards my ex-partner, but I don't need to communicate that in any way.
Okay.
And I hope it doesn't come across that way.
And we should mention that your ex-wife is Instagram celebrity Amber Rose. So
yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
you were between Wiz and Kanye. So
yeah, I am post Wiz.
Yeah,
she's Wiz.
Oh, I knew you were going to say it.
Yeah,
you
okay.
beat me to it, you fucker.
Well, I mean, it became obvious at some point that we grew apart.
Yeah,
to a degree, and I mean that's a whole up for interpretation. I just remember one conversation I had with her, and I realized I was very unhappy in the relationship, and I needed. I felt like there was no connection, like zero connection. Yeah. I felt like the relationship was dead. Like there's nothing there to resurrect.
Yeah.
So I did a real dorky thing, got a pad and paper, and wrote down what I think that would make me happy and what I think I need in a relationship to make me happy to be in a relationship. And I told her those things. And, I communicated with what I what I felt I needed. And I still don't think that they were unreasonable or asking too much. It was essentially, and I don't want to get too far into it.
Yeah.
But it was essentially like, I want to feel like you like me. Essentially was the overarching narrative of everything.
Yeah.
because there's a lot there, and I don't want to put her shit on Front Street.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not asking you to do that.
But like, and then I told her these things, and after like an hour or so of conversation, she goes, "Well, I don't think I can give that to you." And then in my head, right
just
there, it's
cut
like
and dry like that.
Yeah,
literally. I don't think. Okay.
And then right there in my head was, I'm gonna try. Like, I'm not going to put the responsibility of making this work on my back anymore.
Yeah, you can't.
So at that point, I knew we was doomed.
Yeah.
And then it all came to a head in St. Louis because we went to go take a fun trip together. You know, like
to the racism capital of the Midwest.
To go to City Museum and we just
I learned about City Museum in the Hall of Museums.
Yeah, that's a good exhibit.
Yeah,
but we had to go pick up her cat because we're moving out of the dorms in Northwestern because she was getting her.
I remember this. Yes, yes. Okay,
because she was getting her graduate degree and she just graduated. And we were moving down to what later became my apartment over on Kedzie and Divorcee, above Lost Lake, and what's that fucking record store right there where Desperate Collectors used to be.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, who cares. But
yeah,
you know, so we were there.
Bric-a-brac, by the way.
Yeah, bric-a-brac. And we just got in an argument about shampoo, about how she thought I used too much shampoo. You know, and like it was one of those things where it's a real innocuous, like just another fucking argument.
Yeah.
And then it just like, you know, blew up and this like, I'm sort of like, you're resentful for whatever reason, I don't understand. And then she's like, you know, you want to get divorced? I'm like, yeah,
I do. Need to. Yeah.
Wow. And then, after I said that, I went and took a walk for about an hour in this abandoned downtown St. Louis. And I drove her to Kansas City and dropped her off with her parents.
Wow.
And, over in the next few months, you know, a lot of I don't knows. You know, a lot of like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. A lot of like, you know, I want you to come back, et cetera, et cetera. And it never really happened. And then she, you know, she didn't want to, which, you know, probably a good decision by her.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then she sued me, which is a whole big thing.
Yeah.
And that's where most of my anger comes from.
Yeah.
And there's
of fucking course it does.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. She wanted me to pay all of her student loans. She sued me for like $30,000. And then, yeah. So there's a lot there. I mean, I don't have, I mean, like, I'm over, there's anger there, but like, I don't hate her, you know, like I like her as a person.
Yeah.
I think that she could have been confused and as upset as I was and, you know, saw this piling debt and goes, you know,
this is a way out.
Yeah. Or who knows, but at the same time, like,
what a fucking,
and also, I mean, like, I don't want to like be like she's the bad guy the whole time, but when we first split, I was like, you can have whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know, you can take whatever, you know, furnishings, money, car, whatever you want is yours.
Yeah.
And then when I got sued, like it was an itemized report of where she said the money was come from was all those things I offered to give her.
Whoa.
Right?
That's weird.
Yeah, it's like half for the car, which I got before we got married.
Yeah.
You know, and like half for the like coffee table that I never wanted.
Yeah,
you know, and it was just like, you know, here's the couch that you wanted. Well, you owe me money for it. It's like, take the fucking couch. I don't want the fucking couch.
Wow.
It was like that kind of stuff. And it's like, this is completely fucked up. You know, like
terrifying, honestly. Yeah. Just because that's so like, man, maybe I shouldn't get married. No, because that's so the reason you were saying, hey, you can take whatever you want was just trying to be as amicable as possible.
Yes.
And she like used your amicability against you in a weird way.
I think she I think she got some bad advice from someone.
I think that probably is the case.
Or it's like, you can get money out of him.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And
because you're loaded.
Yeah, like, you know me. Yeah. I feel bad sort of like putting this stuff out there, but at the same time, like, that's why I have the anger.
Yeah.
You know, not because it ended, because shit ends.
Yeah, man.
And some people just
sometimes it needs to end.
Yeah. You know? And I mean, when it comes to like the actual up to the part of us getting divorced, I look at it as a lot of like, we just grew to different people. And I don't I still don't think that I'm at the place where maybe I'm getting closer to the point where I should get married, where like I can see my life being very similar to the day I die.
Yeah.
But it definitely wasn't at 27 where I was, because I hadn't I just found stand up when I got married,
Crazy.
and that has really shaped and colored the last decade of my life.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, and then she hadn't even finished her work and her, so she, and it's all on me. She also like changed a bunch, but
yeah.
So
yeah, she started dating rappers and crazy. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that. Also, I would like half of that glass of water that you have there. I think
you want it?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Shit, man. Well,
there's more that I don't want to put out there.
I don't want you to.
Yeah.
We both have shows tonight.
Yeah.
And already in my head, I'm just like, that put me in a certain mood. I tell you what, where we need to go before our shows tonight. The only place that's going to get us back to stasis. That motherfucking pumpkin patch, baby.
Yeah.
I think we need to go to the patch.
Oh, I got to go.
I got to go to the patch.
I need a pumpkin patch, a patch to get me through until the next time I go to a pumpkin patch.
Well, I chew pumpkin patch gum, but it doesn't taste good. It's not good. It gets stuck in my teeth. I don't like it.
It's just the stem of a pumpkin.
Oh man, there's this kid at my office, young Larry, who brought a pumpkin in to just to put on his desk. He threw it out in August.
Oh Jesus!
From October to August.
Oh man,
crazy, right? It started to smell, but it was like you can't throw it out.
What a bad gourd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I've seen a lot of bad gourds in my day, and that one was by far one of them. So we're nearing the end of the show. There's only one thing left to do. The most awkward thing I make people do on this show is give me a best man speech. Let me hear a best man speech about me from the knife man, Zach Peterson.
Let me do this.
That's everybody's done that so far, and I really do appreciate it. I have a can though.
You can be the car speeding away after they're just married.
The Foley art on this show is fucking top goddamn notch.
It is. Yeah. It really is. It's weird that you put I thought it was weird originally you put all the money into the Foley budget.
You're like, but we need mics.
Yeah, but there's two people in the corner over there ready to split heads of lettuce in half in case we get in a fight. And I don't need that, but I think it really has helped. I'm still sorry for second guessing. All right. So, okay, I'll make the speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here at the wedding of Mike O'Keefe. All right. Me and his uncle, well, we learned a little thing about each other today.
You talking about me?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And we learned a little thing about ourselves.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. Now, I see a life with his uncle, not romantically, but just as friends, and it's interesting when you find someone that creates a fulcrum in your life where everything shifts and everything changes. Uncle Stu, I think you feel it too.
What? Oh, hey. Still talking about me, huh?
Yeah, all right.
Cool.
And I know Mike felt...
love you, Zach.
Love you too, Stu. I know Mike felt very similar on the day where he met his wonderful partner for life. Yeah, he's talked about how they're going to go to the Museum of Halls and the Hall of Museums. And as I look out amongst all the new friends and family, and because of my relationship with Stu, my new extended family, the O'Keefes, the O'Mikes, the O'Reilly's Auto Parts. I want us to know and think about the question, do we know each other? Will we ever know each other? Do we know ourselves? And with that, I need someone to validate my parking. I've been Zach Peterson. Follow me on Twitter. Thank you so much.
fantastic. I don't know what any of it meant, but I thought it was great. The reason I do that the best man speech thing is because I went to a wedding recently, and the best man got booed.
No.
So bad. His first line was, I'll change the name. Terry said, if I do well enough at this speech, I might get to speak at his next wedding too.
Oh, that's great.
Boo!
It's not the right place for levity.
Not at all.
But it's a funny joke.
But it is a funny joke. And also, the bride's grandma flipped him off.
That's so good.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
It's like,
I went to one of my cousin's wedding, and you know when the bride and groom are about to enter the banquet hall or whatever for the reception, and they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time," this DJ went, "Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, please welcome the couple. They're gonna die together." It's like what? Like in a car crash?
Oh my God.
Are you a soothsayer?
They're gonna die together tonight.
Yeah, well, they got divorced like 2 years later.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Oh man, Zach, thank you again so much.
Thanks
Lovely.
for having me. Yeah.
Oh, what a nice time. What a nice chat. I'll see you on Monday.
Yeah.
Tell the people where they can see you soon. And this is going to be out in probably 1 week. What?
1 week.
1 week.
It's been
what? It's been
1 week. Okay. I'll have just wrapped up at the Drop in South Bend, so I don't think
next weekend is your at the Drop?
Yeah, next weekend I'll be at the Drop. 2 weeks from that, I'll be headlining Boss's Comedy Club in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Yeah, dog. Shout out. What's up, Big Nate?
Yep. Before that, I'll be in Iowa City, Lincoln, and Omaha. And then I have, I think, some other stuff around. But yeah, not a whole. Go to ZachPetersonComedy.com. Go to MuseumOfUglyFathers.com.
That is. Tell them what that is, please.
I had Meredith Ketchell redesign my website, and it's like, you get a free domain name. I was like, okay. Well, it's MuseumOfUglyFathers.com. I wonder if that's in the Hall of Museums.
Oh, it should be.
Yeah. So it's just a silly thing I put on merch, because it's stupid.
Yeah, and that pops real nice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's about it. I got a podcast called Getting Around to It.
Yeah.
Where we talk about movies that you should have seen a long time ago. It's been sort of on a hiatus because I had some personal stuff come up. But yeah, it should be coming back soon.
I watched, you guys made me watch Seven, which I still can't believe it took me that long to see.
Yeah.
And it was a fun time.
It's a great movie.
That's a good episode, good movie. Good time.
And
good
then,
things every single Monday, baby. Gman Tavern, me and Zach.
Yep, best night ever. Monday nights.
Mention this show, get a free beer, because we get them for free. Why shouldn't you? Oh, I know why. The bar wants to make money every once in a while.
But I'm not drinking right now, so I can sneak beers all you want.
Yeah, there you go. Zach can sneak all the beers. I got to tell you right now, though, at the end of this, I have to let you know whether or not you made the cut. And you didn't make the cut.
Fine. I'm good. I have a weekend open.
You were at my fake wedding and you made out with Uncle Stu. It was horrible. You Frenched my damn uncle. It was horrible. It's inappropriate. He's not even a real uncle. And you made out with him like a dog. And I don't appreciate that.
I was taking the bullet for you, Mike, but I mean, I guess that's what friendship means.
Listen, now you're going to have to take the bullet for Uncle Stu. I don't know what
How about you don't invite your fucking weird uncle?
Listen.
Your fucking trash uncle living in a ditch.
My dumbass mom made me. The stupid old broad. Makes me invite stupid idiots to my fake wedding.
This is your wedding, Mike. When are you going to take control of your life?
Never. I'm never going to do it.
That's fair. Okay.
That's fine. Anyway, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time at the Mike O'Keefe, at Multiple Idiots, on all your social medias. We got a Facebook. Oh, shit. I totally forgot about that. We got a Facebook page. Like us on Facebook. And we'll, I'll put stuff in there every once in a while. Whatever. Thank you guys so much. Till death do us fart. See you next time.